and this is In the Zone. We'll be talking about Mr. Denton on Doomsday. So, we're going to be spoiling it so you can watch it on Netflix, Hulu, or
IBM. Or what is
IMDb.
Oh.
Don't watch it on YouTube because they like
the
people.
quality's horrible.
Yeah, and they like cut off most of it. So if like it's like this, then you'll only be seeing the left corner. It's awful. Don't even. And for some of them, they like speed it up.
Is that actually a song?
Nope. Okay. And I was my first note was that this is like a Western episode, and I like that like the first 3 stories
well,
are very diverse.
I didn't take very many notes because I got lazy and my brain started hurting because I had to take so many notes.
Mm-hmm.
But I did write the peddler. Well, at the beginning, I wonder if the man is drunk at the beginning or not. Because he's like.
Yeah. So this guy stumbles out of a saloon, and then this mean-looking guy pours some like I think it's beer, but it might be water.
Could be vodka.
Or whiskey. It could be anything.
Could be vodka.
Could be pink lemonade. And then he's like, hey, why don't ya sing us a song in your inimitable fashion? Which I don't think is something a cowboy would say. Inimitable. Oh no! It's really a laugh riot. So he's like, oh, cry I am. And then they're like, and then the 4th glass break in the Twilight Zone, the guy breaks the bottle. That made me gasp. It was great. Then he drinks out of it. And then there's this woman who's like, can't you do anything, Charlie? To the bartender. And he's like,
the peddler, and then there's a peddler in the background.
Oh, and the peddler.
He's so mysterious.
The peddler is
just like spying on everything.
He's just in the background of every scene. The peddler is completely different from a pitchman, by the way. And so then he's lying on the ground, passed out, the guy, Al Denton, and then a gun appears. And so he
finds the gun,
he takes it, and he's like, wow.
And
and I made the note that the peddler's face is on too tight. It's like, oh.
Yeah, and then with the gun, he has like a bunch of accidents. Like he accidentally shoots the guy.
Yeah, so first, he's like, you were pretty good with a gun in your day, Liz Smith. And then the guy makes him sing again, and he does. And then the guy, Dan Hoteling, the mean guy, is like, oh, you got a gun, I'll challenge you to a draw. And then he like accidentally shoots the gun out of his hand, and he's like, oh, I'm sorry, it was an accident.
But he punches him for real.
Well, that's later. And when he's like, the bartender's like, don't do that. He like kicks the saloon door, and the bartender's like, ooh.
Oh, and the girl I was telling him not to fight or something, she like talks really fast. She's like,
I don't remember.
Like this one part where she's like, don't do it. She's like, I forgot what she said.
Oh yeah, and when he shoots the gun out of his hand, everyone makes a huge deal. They're like, oh my god! And then he goes in the bar and he's like, I don't want to shoot. Oh! And then he shoots the chandelier and it like lands right in front of them. And they're like, wow, I can't believe you really shot that chandelier on purpose. Great job of you. And then he's like, don't call me Rummy. And then he slaps the bad guy.
And then he talks about how every time, there was someone who came to shoot him, and then he actually like kind of...
He killed a 16-year-old in the draw.
I was thinking the peddler might be the 16-year-old, but I didn't realize he killed him. I don't know. And then after that, he gets a shave. And then the part where...
Then the peddler is just standing there in the window watching.
Where he goes to the man, where like... Then he gets a message that someone wants to fight him.
Oh!
And the rest of it is in slow motion, I swear.
But he was like, yeah, Pete Grant, he has a pretty good with a gun. But the guy next to the guy telling him just looks like a fool. He's like, if you watch it again, the guy standing next to the guy delivering the message. And so then he goes outside and sees Faith. And this part, this was the part where it was really obviously on a set because the lighting was so good, even though it was nighttime. And I'll take offer for some reason. Oh, yeah, he's like, oh, sure, I'll have a draw with Pete Grant, even though he's just been talking about how much he doesn't want to use his gun anymore. So that's fun. So then he's practicing at the gun range or whatever, and he's pretty bad. And then we fade to another night, and I made a note that says "awesome music" in all caps, but I don't remember what it was. Oh, and the peddler, his name is Henry J.
He gives
Fate.
him a potion.
And that just made me groan. It was like, oh. It didn't need to be Fate. It could have just been some normal guy.
Yeah, but he gives him a potion that makes him go faster.
No, with the gun. It's called the Fast Gun Developer. And I wrote, how convenient. Like, that he needs to win a draw and just happens to have a potion that will help him win the draw. And so it's like, test it out. And he says it only works for 10 seconds. And I'm going to bring this up later.
It's more than 10 seconds.
It is way more. Yeah. But then he tested it out and he shoots like a light out perfectly. And then he said, you'll remember the night Fate stepped in. Oh, it doesn't ruin the episode.
That's not in the zone.
No.
Oh, I said it in the episode again.
Yeah, they never say Mr. Denton on Doomsday. Why is it called that? Mr. Denton on Doomsday?
No.
It doesn't make any sense. When I first saw the title, I thought it would be about like a businessman who like has a bomb shelter.
Oh yeah, it's not like a normal Twilight Zone episode where something weird happens.
Yeah.
It's completely no.
Well,
The potion. I don't know.
Yeah, the potion, and he
Kinda
makes the gun
realistic
appear.
more.
No, it's not realistic.
But
to have
then,
a potion.
okay, and then,
Ooh, Where is Everybody did not have a science fiction element.
Yeah, it did.
What is
There's
it?
never been some. In the real life, they don't put people in a box and make them think that there's no one anywhere.
They do. Episode 1, check it out, guys. So then, in the saloon, everyone is still and outside, and I thought that was so cool. Like, the only thing going on was a clock ticking. I loved that part.
Oh yeah, and everyone was really bored. And they were just
No, they weren't bored. They were scared because they know that Pete Grant was about to show up. It was so cool. It was one of the best moments.
And then they
it was the best moment
up, and it was all like pew
we've had
pew
so
pew
far.
pew.
So then Pete Grant comes in and he's like, "Do you think you're gonna win this?"
And he doesn't drink the potion like a right away.
And Pete goes, "I aim to."
And then at the end,
and then it turns out they both have the potion.
Yeah, they both get shot in the hand.
Oh yeah, and it's way
like
more than 10 seconds.
Yeah.
So it's way more than 10 seconds.
They go so slow.
And so they go
slow.
No, we just want to really
We'll
in depth about the
time.
layers of their.
We'll discuss that another time.
You mean
camera.
like not? No, that's the whole point. The whole point is to discuss it on camera.
No, I mean discuss the seed level. Oh, whatever. We'll discuss.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Anyways.
Okay. So then they both have the potion, and then it's way more than 10 seconds. They shoot each other in the hands, and neither of them can ever shoot again. And then the doctor says, the way it looks now, you're going to have grandchildren. Which doesn't make any sense. What is that supposed to mean?
That he didn't die.
Well, I guess. But it made it seem like now you... whatever.
And so let's see what we thought of it now.
So
I give it...
and also at the end...
8 out of 10.
Wait, okay, 8 out of 10. So at the end, Henry Fate was there and he was feeding a horse and the horse was like, whoa, it was hilarious. He was just incredible. So why do you give it an 8?
Because it was better than the one we watched with the second episode.
Last week.
No, but not as good as Whereas Everybody. I liked that one a lot.
Why do you think it was better than the last one?
I don't know. The last one just the whole subject just wasn't as interesting, I guess.
I thought this episode was very good. I don't know what to give it. I'm thinking... This episode is very good. I don't think it's as good as Where Is Everybody? I gave that an 8. I think I'm going to give this episode a 7.5.
The table is shaking. Okay.
7.5, 8. Another heated debate. Whew, from In the Zone. Catch us next week when we discuss
I don't know.
the 16mm shrine. The 4th episode.
Oh, by the way, I have a gun here. Oh, it's out of control. Oh!
We should really stop doing these things. Alright, see you next week.